Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and today we're going to be talking about some updates and a long-term review of the Vision chassis. As far as updates, I have a couple of accessories that I've been testing on the Vision Pro, and there is big news on the front of the CZ457 action. And we'll start there because I know most of you are probably watching this video to hear what they have done. So I did have some initial kind of constructive criticism for Vision in the way that the center section, which is this piece here, wasn't inletted for larger barrels like the 1250s. Even like the 120 would have been like basically a tight fit. Basically, this was clearance for 120, but when you put a 120 barrel in it, then it's going to have contact. So obviously, I initially did the review and I told you guys about me relieving this, which wasn't a lot of work, but I did see some potential there for some of you guys who weren't going to want to mess with that. And I don't think Vision was quite aware about what we're doing here in the US as far as CZs, with these prefits being 120 all the way to like a 1250 straight being run on the CZs. That's fairly common now. So what they did, because they're a small batch company, was they made a rolling change to these really quickly. And as of right now, if you order the CZ457 chassis, the center section is going to be inletted for a 1250 barrel. So even a 1250 can fit in here with clearance. It's slightly bigger than 1250. And honestly, that's pretty cool to see because they're a small company making small batch, really nice chassis, and they're willing to listen to the market. And because they are small batch, they're able to turn things over really quickly. So they were able to implement this change within like 30 or 60 days. And now the dealers have these in stock. And again, I talked about this in the past, but these chassis often are on back order, and it's not a 6 to 8 month back order because somebody like GCP got in a shipment for 1 month, but they're getting a new shipment in basically every month because they're turning these out in small numbers. That allows them to have a greater amount of QC, that allows them to make rolling changes when they need to, that allows them to have a really crazy amount of attention to detail that if you own one of these chassis, I don't have to tell you about. You've experienced it for yourself. But I also want to talk about the Vision Pro. Now, there are a couple accessories that I've been running. They sell these sticky bars here in the fore end, and I've been running these, and they do bite into the bag really well. Now, the MDT ACC Elite, in the center section, it will come with actually like grip tape, like sandpaper, for the same exact purposes. Here, you can get these, and they drop right in. They're finished really well. Another big thing here is that I started running their folder, and I was a little iffy about this, not about having a folder, because I really wanted the ability to fold this up to be able to transport this in my bags. A lot of my bags are shorter. One of the downsides to a folder is some folders are loose, and happy to say that I have been running this folder, and this thing locks up super tight. You cannot tell there is a folder installed on this chassis, and if I had gotten this and there was any kind of play in it, it would immediately come off the rifle. So I'm really happy with that. So if you guys already own the Pro chassis, these sticky bars here have been working really well, and the folder here have been really great for me. And overall, I want to say as a long-term update as far as having both of these chassis, that I still love them. There's nothing about these chassis that I would want to change. I have been extremely happy with them. I still very much enjoy shooting them. They basically are my competition chassis right now because I like them that much. So I just wanted to do this quick video to give you guys this update. I told you I would after having owned these for several months now. And I was really excited to see that they were willing to make the change. So for you guys who are wanting to run those 120s and you are worried about having to do some of your own clearancing, that's no longer a thing. If you have one of the older ones, obviously this is still really easy to do. It's not that big of a deal, but it is cool to see that now you can just order one and you don't have to worry about it. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Catch you on the next one.